Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finals of the Route 66 Overwatch Cup. I'm LD. I'm joined here by a man you probably all know much better. He is ZP. ZP, we do have a draft underway, so walk us through what we're seeing here as the bans begin. We're down to only 4 maps, and the ever-elusive Ilios is out there.
Ilios is out there, and I know it's not necessarily a Reunited thing, but Too Easy was with Reunited way back in the day. Maybe on some level, FaZe like, we're actually still okay with going to Ilios. We'll see what C9 takes out here. It is probably likely to be Ilios of the different maps here. C9 much more comfortable in Lijiang compared to that, so probably high chance that Ilios doesn't make it, but they take out Dorado, so C9 deciding to actually they want no part of it. We have 2 control maps in our pool and Hollywood. This isn't bad here for C9, especially given that they do like Hollywood quite a bit.
All right, so the selected map Ilios, but that doesn't necessarily mean it'll be the first one. We'll find out. As the draft concludes, FaZe versus Cloud9. So for those who are wondering, we will take a look at the brackets. We can talk about where we are as we have arrived at the grand finals. It might take a little longer in between maps, guys. We just have a special way of actually loading into the game to ensure that we get a server that's balanced between the 2 teams. But with that said, Cloud9 has to win 2 BO3s. Basically, they have to reset the bracket coming from the lower bracket and then win in the final best of 3 to take down FaZe Clan. Whereas FaZe Clan, they only have to win 1 ZP. They already beat them once 2-1. It was really close, so I think, like you said, this is absolutely a series that can go either way.
It really could, and these teams, no stranger to each other. They've been running into each other a whole lot in the finals of tournaments recently because they're 2 very good teams, but they haven't been quite included in some of the other international things that have been going on as of late. So really, when it comes to NA tournaments, these teams are the cream of the crop. So it's been a common sight to see C9 versus FaZe in the finals.
All right. Well, teams currently chatting about their wishes as far as the opposite gender go. We're going to see FaZe gets choice. The first map will be Hollywood. Oh, no, sorry. They're choosing maps still. So what would you... they go Hollywood. We've seen this is a pretty balanced map as far as offense, defense, so... You don't really feel like it's a big deal who takes what first, do you?
Not really, no. And it is interesting to see FaZe decide to go on the Hollywood here. Again, just even if FaZe thinks they're fine on Hollywood, clearly you look at map draft histories and all the rest, C9 really likes going to Hollywood. So they're sort of giving C9 one of their favorite maps here, which probably isn't entirely ideal. But, I mean, FaZe is also really good at this map also. They're probably just not too worried about it one way or another.
All right, we're going to find out momentarily. Actually, I need to fix my overlay here. But we'll find out momentarily which side Cloud9 will be starting on. And ZP, I guess this is as good a time as any because it is the grand finals, and it seems only fitting that we do one last bet. So who's your horse in this race? Obviously, FaZe has a big advantage. I will let you choose. And the loser will have some hot sauce.
Oh, this is
more.
This is actually really difficult. It's 50-50 between the 2. Here's what I'm going to say. My heart says C9 because I still think C9 can bring this back, and maybe FaZe has been up for a long time. But I'm going to play the odds here and go, these are 2 very evenly matched teams. C9 has to win twice. FaZe only needs to win once. I'm going to give it to FaZe, but the way I see it, if C9 wins, we're going to have a whole bunch of great Overwatch, and I will gladly have my share of hot sauce at that point. The extra hot, by the way, for whoever ends up losing this bet. Not the green stuff, which is absolutely delicious, but the super hot stuff, which is delicious, but burns.
I do at least have something in my stomach, so it might just sit well. The green hot sauce, by the way, was not spicy at all. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. So
it wasn't too bad.
We put it on our subs earlier.
Yeah.
We haven't really tried the other stuff with food yet, but the green hot sauce was good. So that's the bet, guys. I will be taking Cloud9 here. They're going to leave the lobby. We load in with FaZe, and then we bring Cloud9 back in just to ensure we're on the right server. Match is about to kick off, ZP. We're going to be jumping into the game any second now. Of course, guys, if you too like things hot and spicy, you can go to bts.fymhotsauce.rocks or just click the banner below the stream as the music abruptly ends and use the code Route66 to get a discount.
So what's going on here? We are pausing to get C9 back into the lobby, and man, they've really streamlined this over the course of a few different lobbies here where, for those who are wondering why this is all going on, this is just to get a central to East Coast server so Shadowburn isn't playing with 8 billion ping.
You know, I will say I actually feel pretty good about Cloud9's chances here. I think it's already 3 a.m. in Russia because I know it's like
Yes.
1 a.m. right now in Western Europe, and he is. The whole team does seem to be built around him. They've had great performances from everyone else, but just strategically, that is generally the way that they play with the Ana boosted Reaper or Genji. So if he's a little tired, Cloud9 coming off of a pretty impressive performance against Red Nation, they could snowball this, but winning 2 best of 3s, that is still tough.
It's going to be tough, and that's where I put my hot sauce bet on the line. I'm really playing the numbers game here, but there's part of me that feels like C9 has a very, very good chance of pulling this back. So we will see how it goes. They will be running their control defense to start things out with. Sure4 going to be running the Mei once more, although I do think there's even times where even C9 has an identity crisis for running Mei on this point where if you're going the wall team off, you need to immediately follow through. You can't just like have Sure4 wall team off and then have everyone stand back in Hollywood. I just don't think that's super, super effective.
Yeah, he had some real good poke damage from the high ground, but they never got that wall that allowed the main DPS of Mendo to come in and clean up. They are opting to run the Rolf Zen here, so we're not going to see the Ana, which is generally more the common pick for C9. Of course, Adam on his customary Lucio, and still waiting to see what the actual offensive composition will be, but usually it is going to be a Shadow Burn Genji, as he has picked that up too easy. On the Hog, they're going to grab the Zen to pair with that Genji, and Factor Fiction on his customary Reinhardt. So nothing too surprising here, it looks like, from FaZe.
Well, the upside to running the Zenyatta on defense is that you can sort of cancel out the Zenyatta on offense. And the idea that Forsaken is going to be keeping his orb on Shadowburn for the most part, but in return, Wolf is going to be keeping his Discord orb on Shadowburn. So if there's anything to be said there in terms of the orbs having a psychological effect on their user, he's going to be really confused because he's going to feel all sorts of harmony and Discord at the same time. Just Shadowburn things.
Yes, the yin and yang of life. The Factor Fiction looks to be a disruptive force. He is going to jump in nice and early. They dive straight on top of the roof and then drop back down, looking to run down roof, but a great wall is going to potentially completely shut this down. Sure4 looking to make the plays, deal with that Winston. Can he finish him off? Freezes him. Headshot? Not enough, but gets him on the second try, but he's already lost 2.
The problem is that Sure4 had to go so far back to deal with Winston that it can open the door for FaZe to just come right in and take what they want here on point A, just blitzing right in. And yeah, Sure4's trying to bring it back. He has a Blizzard. This could buy a little bit of time, but 2easy's been in the back line the entire time. No one has been able to deal with him once more. Pulse Bomb comes out. Sure4 gonna be protected by that ice, and C9's doing an okay job of stalling this out, but momentum is definitely against them.
Sure4 against the world right now. It feels like as Rip's going to make his way onto the point, but it's just quickly going in favor of FaZe. They've almost fully capped it. Shadowbird is still alive. He's been away for way too long. Almost has the sword. Destiny. He can look to bring out the Dragon Blade momentarily. Factor Fiction finding 2 with the Winston, and more, it does look like it's a second from now it should go the way of FaZe, but somehow Cloud9 still holding on against the lot, but a few last bodies. They will not defend for long.
And the problem is there for C9 is that they had so many people diving the point at the very end. Shadowbird just gets a space jump up here. They're not going to have positioning here over the top, so now FaZe can really get some very heavy momentum. C9 definitely against the wall just a bit here.
That jump is not easy, by the way. I've watched some streamers who've done it, like try to just do it consistently, and even they can. It is very challenging.
It makes you wonder how much time Shadowburn has put into the lab and getting the execution on that down, as consistent as he has it. He's going to go right to the back line, just tearing apart Rib from the back. Shadowburn, one of the best in slaying tanks, which is getting not usually the easiest.
Alright, they're going to force out the Zen ult here. Very well done as they move forward. Forsaken, for now, looking to just lay in the pain as he does have some additional damage to offer with the Discord Orb. They'll find multiple kills. Zom's the one to set that up. Great Graviton Surge, and they shove forward. Slow, not a problem here. They just constantly push this payload in. 4 minutes before they even get to the second point. Will there even be a contest?
This is weird. We have Sure4 now coming out on the defensive Pharah, but he's going to take a while to even get back to the point.
With the Mercy.
Pulse Bomb comes out. Mendo just getting blown up immediately. 2easy being just impressive and diving into the backline. FaZe with unstoppable momentum right now.
They just completely pincered him there. Tracer from one side, Genji from the other, and what's left is not much of little old Mendo. Now going to swap his way over to the Zarya, but Zom's already showing that he is Queen of Russia, at least for now. Shadowburn Meanwhile, getting into the thick of things, deflects the sleep, and then headshot executes Rolf as he ruffles all over him, really in the shadow of his own base. Shadowburn so far forward, the payload can't even keep up, only now driving through the doors.
Shadowburn is a master of getting deflects where other people do not. Makes Rolf take his own nap time. And now you look at FaZe. They've been unstoppable here thus far. They still have momentum on their side. A Dragon Blade armed and ready here for for Shadowburn. Surefour, though, going around the backside on the Forsaken. Grabs one. It's going to be the start of the turnabout here for C9.
Shadowburn going to let himself be battered around a bit. Will back off, not opting to unveil his blade as Factor Fiction leaps away. If they can kill this Winston, could start to build some time. They will do so successfully. But now they come back into a big combo ZP. Look at all the ults that are ready for FaZe.
This is going to be so incredibly rough here for C9. They really need to get an early pickoff, but Surefour, without his Dragon Blade, it's not super likely he gets that early on, so I think it's going really in favor of FaZe. Here comes the Graviton Surge, Shadowburn. Blade is unleashed.
Oh, trying to sleep and shut him down, but Rolf is not having any luck against Shadowburn. Poor support turned into Chop Suey. Now marching back to the cart. So far, they've only lost Rock as they are just steamrolling forward.
They are going so ridiculously in right now, and C9, they've just been struggling to get anything going. They didn't really have the team comp or the resources to do much against that. It was a losing fight from the start. Surefour is going to have a Dragon Blade towards the end here. So is Mendo on the Graviton. We'll see if C9 can do anything here. But Factor Fiction just holding in the doorway, not even letting them get out.
Guys, there's not a scientist here any longer. It's a monkey, but Surefour trying his best to deal with them. Finds two. Can he make it a third? The triple would be big, but no. Factor Fiction gets onto him and looks to be the anti-Genji. Back and forth on the cart. The battle rages. Cloud9 desperately trying to hold on.
At C9, they will hold on. Surefour did enough in the back line to stem the tide, but oh my goodness, LD. 3 minutes remaining here. This is still an enormously fast time. And you want to talk about Gravitons and Dragon Blades? Well, Zombs and Shadowburn, they got that on their menu. They're coming right back. And for Adam, he's going to need to come out with the sound barrier here. And C9 just going to have to find a way to withstand. Because here comes FaZe, and they could end this right now.
They do also have a Deadeye relatively soon on Too Easy. Could potentially combo here with Factor Fiction and Zombs as they look to move in. Graviton available, and they're going to let it go. Out comes the Blade, and perhaps down go Cloud9. Can he find the kills? Moving on to Zarya, but no, he gets dealt with for now. Shadowburn unable to bring him down. They still lose to a Cloud9. All 6 left standing as FaZe zero in on a very fast time. And Surefour, he needs this Blade, he needs the tomb, but he's going into the entire enemy team. I don't know if he can do it. Maybe he can get that Ana boost in time. Kai trying to buy a little space for him. Rib all the way back at the base. Rolf can maybe throw his body in, trying desperately, powering up the Winston, holding on. A good stall so far.
It's a good stall, but they haven't gotten any kills whatsoever. FaZe withstanding, not even giving up a single kill. Too Easy getting 2 right towards the end. Surefour trying to be the hero. Has one. Slicing. Dicing. Oh my goodness. Surefour out of nowhere. Pulling back for C9 hasn't been enough.
He says, sure, I'll take not 4, I'll go for 5. That must have been Tasumi. Oh, he takes over at the critical hour.
Oh.
That looked so over, like so unbelievably over.
Oh my god.
Rolf with the great call to Ana boost the Winston just to buy time for Surefour to get back in. Excellent heals. Great patience. They did just enough to stall that out, and they have gotten at least a minute off of this.
Unbelievable stuff from Surefour at the last moment.
Rolf, meanwhile, with an excellent flashbang here, as Surefour tries to get on that Genji, but nope, gonna go down in the end. Now Kai looking for an opening as Mendo finds a hook. He has swapped over to the Roadhog, been moving around quite a bit as far as what hero he's playing. Now working on Raucus, and Mendo is starting to heat up quite a bit. He's already found multiple kills in this fight. He's going to fight Too Easy. That's a triple. Going to work now with the whole hog, blasting them off the point. Working on Zombs, who's way out of position. Raucus going to go down. Another hook. It's almost a quad for him. Mendo slams the door again, and they just cannot be stopped here. Cloud9 completely back in this.
C9 is fighting about harder than I've ever seen for a team on Last on Hollywood, making the impossible possible. Take a look here. C9, they have the edge going to the last fight. Big reflex coming in from Surefour, holding on to the Dragon Blade. Will this be it for C9? Will they get the hold on last? Surefour work his way to the back line. has support depths in mind.
Mendo goes for the hook, but it gets shield canceled by the Zarya. Now gonna Lee looking for the Dragon Blade as he engages forward. He's gonna have to fight his way into Shadowburn. Shadowburn currently protected by a little bit of bonus shield, courtesy of the enemy Lucio. It does end up going down though. Sure4 living to fight another day, pushing them off the point. It's Kai to the rescue, roasting them now, turning this into a full-on immolation, pouncing back down, gets the heal midair, and even through the Reaper ultimate, it's Sure4 saving the day with Kai. They hold the point. Zen can't even make it. What a defense from Cloud9. They turned it on.
Tell your family, tell your friends. I feel like we just saw one of the greatest defenses in Overwatch history there. That was incredible from C9. The fact that they were getting pushed so far in, that FaZe had so much time and such an advantage, that they had that fight just about won. And then out of nowhere, C9, they delayed just well enough. They build enough time. Sure4 comes in, opens the door, lets C9 come back in, and they hold right before last. And now C9 has drastically increased their odds of taking map 1 right away from FaZe.
Well, I mean, we did talk about it, ZP. We gave Sure4 a lot of credit, but I think it's worth mentioning like how much the rest of the team did around him there, whether it was shielding him, buying him time with the Ana heals, throwing the Ana boost onto the Winston to allow Sure4 to even get on the cart. If he had to go in sooner, that never would have happened.
And of course, Mendo too, where Mendo was able to get in there in the Roadhog, had several moments after the hero play of just getting hooks, creating space. Whole Hog just bopping and booping FaZe all about. And you're wondering about teams tilting earlier. I will tell you this, C9 is not really known for tilting too much. FaZe is. FaZe can tilt off the face of the earth. And I gotta tell you, if you're ever gonna throw a haymaker at FaZe and get them off their game, there's probably no better haymaker than what C9 just threw on their defense there, because that was great.
Well, even if FaZe loses this map, they still can come back in this best of 3, and should they lose that as the winner bracket champions, they have one in their back pocket, so maybe we could see them bounce back, but that's long ahead of us. Still yet to come is this defense, and we'll have to see if too easy find those hooks, slow things down a little bit. Shadowburn is going to be playing as Genji, but he won't have the Zen Orb to help him out. It's going to be the more classic Ana backing up.
All right, now FaZe going to be here on the defense. Obviously, they would like to end this pretty quickly. C9, though, got to be feeling pumped after the last part. Kai on that Winston, Sure4 in the Genji. Got to expect the double dive coming in. That Cafe not going to be safe for very long.
All right, where's he going to jump? Normally goes to the top of the Cafe. Currently doesn't look like anybody lurking there, though. They're all down on the low ground, so Winston can't isolate anyone. He gets poked, but the shield comes out. Not quite able to pull him around the corner. Still yet to pounce in. Kai very patient. He gets slept mid-jump. What a great sleep dart. And then the pin comes in. Sure4 is denied. This point very likely to be held for now.
Kai getting slept and then executed there. That Winston, another hook coming out here from Too Easy. Mendo, though, able to withstand. Kills him with 15 HP. Overall, though, FaZe holding strong here.
Raucus already has a nano boost. What a great sleep dart it was, and gets so much ult charge off of that.
Absolutely, and you take a look at Raucus right now. Gonna be going for a little bit of healing in the back for FaZe. Here comes the Earth Shadow, Factor Fiction, knocking down 2, but it's not gonna be enough. Sure4 in the back line, getting the double kill, and starting to open up FaZe.
Goes for the Reaper swap, and it pays off, and even though they tried to keep Shadowburn alive, gave him the tried to give him the Ana boost, rather, he ends up going down, wasn't able to use it. Raucus, that's critical, as Cloud9 already just galloping past that first point. Suddenly they claim it. It looks like it could have been a really long hold there with an Ana boost on a Dragon Sword from Shadowburn, but they just didn't get the combo off in time. It was the Kai Winston that shut it all down.
So, upside, downside here. Upside, C9 does have some momentum going forward. Downside is that because his ultimates weren't used on point A, they're probably going to be used right here, right now. It's going to be very hard for C9 to withstand this, but if they do get wiped out here, it's still not really the worst for them. I mean, ideally, they hold on to their ultimates. Mendo has a little bit of self-control, and then they go in strong after this Dragon Blade comes up. But Mendo's going to go for this here. I don't know if that's wise as Shadowburn having his way with the backline.
Yeah, Shadowburn brings down both supports, and now trying to deal with Sure4 here, needs to get to the health pack. He will do so now. Up on top of the Cafe, looping around, trying to dash his way back to safety, and will be successful. Gets back behind his own teammates. Safe embrace, and will be able to reset here. And so Sure4 now on the Reaper, looking to get back out on this cart. Still have some work to do. Still a ways to go till that second check.
Sure4 right now trying to take the elevator, getting a little bit harassed here by Shadowburn. Genji versus Reaper. Shift4 getting the benefit thus far. He's going around the flank, has Death Loss at the ready.
Oh, Shadowburn getting shut down in the middle of this. It looks like can Too Easy find an opening here as the McCree working on Kai. They've already lost 2 in Cloud9. Everybody's standing on FaZe. It's going to be another reset.
And Shift4 just a little bit too much damage. Wasn't able to come in from the flank. Rib with a late Earth Shatter, taking down Shadowburn off of it, but I don't know if that was really the best thing to do. His team wasn't there. C9 still have to wait for respawns before they can get this going. And sure, you've killed Shadowburn, but look at all the ultimates are up here for FaZe. FaZe is in a great position to come back in. Fact switching back up a bit, and then once Shadowburn is in, they can immediately turn the tide.
2 high noons here. So far, nothing doing, not gonna happen. Too Easy thinking about it, but just will let it go in the end. So they will have to reset a little bit. Rolf looking to go in. He's got the Zen ultimate available, and they'll need it to deal with Shadowburn, who tries to find these kills. Unsuccessful so far, has to back away. They committed a decent number of ultimates for that end. Unsuccessful on their hold. Gonna have to back way off.
And that's a good win there for C9, especially given how many ultimates that FaZe had going for them. I think part of it is that they were still waiting for Shadowburn to come back in. I probably would have liked to have seen Factor Fiction back up a little bit earlier there with the rest of his team, just knowing that they were down 1. But FaZe still holding on for ultimates. Here they go, Nano boost down Factor Fiction. He's looking to pierce the backline, waiting to drop the hammer, and there it is.
It's hammer time. He goes for the charge. Adam is eliminated. Shift4 probably going to be next, dealt with by the Fire Strike, and now turning back for his enemy Reinhardt. With a follow-up Zarya ultimate. Mendo, though, coming in, trying to save the day. He gets brought down. Rib still pushing this card forward. Cloud9 quickly moving towards that second point. It looked like they're going to stall here, but all of a sudden, all the momentum seems to be going their way. And Too Easy now, he's going to swap on the Tracer. They want to stall, but not going to happen.
I don't know about the switch up from Too Easy right now. He does have a good Tracer, but this feels hostility. Rib looking to secure this, drops the hammer, knocking down 2. C9 just swarming all over this cart like a pack of bees. And this should be their second point here, mopping up FaZe. Suddenly, FaZe gonna have to hold here for a little over 3 minutes. It's possible, but not super likely. C9 working with a whole lot of time.
Oh, Mendo is really heating up now, on fire in game, and we've certainly seen it in the kill line as of late. Matching Shadowbird and in fact exceeding him down the stretch. Can he continue? He doesn't have the benefit of an Ana boost though. He will be working with that Zen Orb. Mendo just hanging out near the cart. And of course the man who so often is the difference maker. Shadowburn duking out right now with Shift4. Does bring him down there. Close call, but Kai makes it a 1-for-1.
Oh my goodness. The fact that was a 1-for-1, I can't even believe he took out Shift4 here, but C9, they're keeping the momentum going forward. Mendo on the Too Easy. Here comes Cloud9. FaZe gonna get one last attempt to push us back. But you take a look at this, Rulf gonna be there at the Transcendence. Mendo with the Dragon Blade. This could be incredibly tough defense coming up from FaZe, especially if Shadowburn gets picked off here.
Even if he doesn't, he's not on the card. He needs to get on there quickly. He's on the way back to the spawn. Meanwhile, Mendo can have his way with these heroes who are left defenseless. No Dragon Blade for them. Can he slice and dice? He will bring down Rocket. Now gets onto the card, but he didn't get as much damage out as he would have liked. It's Shadowburn's turn, but no! The answer is again just the whole team standing together. Lucio falling, only Too Easy standing for now. Recalling back, juking around, ring around the rosy, but no pockets full of posies. He will fall, and Cloud9 punch it in much more convincing fashion.
Oh my goodness. C9 able to do what FaZe was not. They finish out Hollywood with a whole lot of time remaining. And if not for C9's Herculean defense, we'd be going here for another round, but it's going to be C9 taking map number 1 right away from FaZe. Looking pretty good.
That was a miracle hold. I don't think you can say any more about it, CP. Like, how the hell did they hold this card for so long? And you can see it here. This was all set up by great defensive Ana play, stalling it with Kai on the Winston, jumping on the cart, using the Primal Rage, and then Shift4 just cleans up. And after that, you also mentioned Mendo swapping to the Hog, did a lot of work. They made all the adjustments they needed.
It was really, really great to watch. And again, just sort of looking at the idea of team temperament and all the rest, this is a rough map to lose here for FaZe. In theory, FaZe still has plenty of time left. They can lose this best out of 3 series and then still be in it because they are coming in from the upper bracket. C9 has to reset them. And yet FaZe, it wouldn't be the first time in a tournament where they lose a map and then they suddenly just drop way off in performance because they're just frustrated over how everything went down.
All right, so it will be Lijiang Tower where we head. Doesn't really matter as far as choice goes for these control point maps, so load immediately into the game, no downtime. I love it, ZP. We'll pause, we'll bring Cloud9 back in on the correct server, and we'll get underway. Game number 2. In the first of potentially 2 best-of-3s.
Watch the coordination here. C9 just getting in all at the same time. At least they have been the last few times. Now that I said that, they're just
jinxed it.
I've totally jinxed it.
Or
have I?
They got 5.
Mendo, just having to be the special snowflake, needs his own unique entrance. Needs the suspense of, guys, where's Mendo? And then, at the last moment, Mendo will appear.
All right.
There he is.
At the final hour. At
Dramatic
the end of
entrance.
days, there was but one. And they called him Mendo. Savior of Cloud9, perhaps. We'll see.
We will have to see. C9, of course, for those who don't know, do believe they are in a team house nowadays. C9 getting much more serious over their prep and support of their Overwatch team. So C9 really investing a lot into this new core here. Old C9 core, of course, was Kai, Sure4, Grego, Reaver, and company. Of course, Nabet, Reaver, and Grego no longer on the team.
All right. So, moving on to a map we've seen a lot of, ZP. Lijiang Tower, both of these teams have shown quite a bit of prowess. They both have excellent Genji players, excellent Tracer players, of course, very well-rounded tanks and support. So, we've even seen them both bust out the Roadhog. Feels like they both have the right hero compositions that either team could take it.
They really do, and again, we talked about this back in the first series, but a key with FaZe is sort of their variability. They have players that have very, very good games, very, very bad games. No player is more the personification of that than 2easy, where, honest to goodness, I've seen 2easy have games where he almost puts time into shame, and then I've also seen him have games where he's disappeared and not doing anything. Usually he falls somewhere in the middle. The question is, what sort of game is 2easy going to have here? Well, he runs face first into the Fire Strike, so I don't know if that's a great omen. But we'll just have to
perhaps
see.
not. But he gets healed up, so it's a story of redemption. Let's not give up just yet. Relax. You're doing fine, at least for now. I can see Raucus well on his way to his ultimate. Pretty good progress there towards the sound barrier. As 2easy just getting a lot of freedom, not really being contested, and he's keeping Sure4 at bay for the time being, as Mendo will be the first man to go down here for the side of Cloud9, but the rest of them doing just fine. 2easy tries to get on the point, wants to stall this cap, but doesn't look like it's going to be happening. They've got the numbers advantage. They will take it. Cloud9 off to a good start at Sure4 already making his mark. He's almost got a pulse bomb.
For Z9, Mendo had the valiant sacrifice early on. He dove in deep, picked up 2, might have died for it, but the damage was done. And you're right, 2easy had a lot of room in the back to work with. He didn't quite get as much as he was looking for. And if you're McCree that's not getting harassed, you do need to get a little bit more at that opportunity. And let's take a look at Sure4 right now. Sneaky, going for the opportunity, going for the pulse bomb from the back. Is this going to work out, LD? He's looking for it.
Oh, he'd love to bring down this Zen first for free. Forsaken engaging with the Discord Orb. Not going to happen. He drops. And still holding on to that pulse bomb. Factor Fiction charging in. And now the hammer drop attempted. Looking for 2easy. No, he's going to back up the other way. Graviton Surge committed to Shadowbird. Wants to get in on the action. He does have a Death Blossom here. Not going to opt to use it just yet. Still moving towards Sure4. Sure4 didn't find the best opening.
And from the follow-through on Zombs. Zombs sets everything up on the Graviton Surge. 2easy is there with the follow-through on the Deadeye. And it allows FaZe to get control at this point right back. But C9 at 49%, they're in a really good position right now. They have a whole bunch of ultimates on their own. And Kai going to be ready to strike back with Graviton on his own. If Sure4 can get the back line of sports again. That has been his game so far. Or it could just be a Big Bang combo.
As soon as he does that, we're likely to see a pulse bomb follow-up, just waiting for the opening here, and he lets it go. Is Sure4 in position? He is a little bit worried about this McCree of 2easy, and he will still be finding kills. Mendo assisting to great effect. Shadowbird now getting routed. He will find a kill on the way out, but looks like he's a bit isolated, likely going down. He tries to do it. Zarya takes her with him before Adam finally will clean him up.
All right, so C9 coming right back. Sure4 not even having to use Big Bang. Instead of just going for 2easy. Oh my goodness, 2easy is ripping in the Sure4 right now. 2easy standing a little bit by that shield to start this out here. Here's the pulse bomb from Sure4. Definitely hurts Factor Fiction. Not going to be quite enough though as Sure4 right now. Going back and around. Looking for pickups for his backline. Was hoping to find a straggler. Does not find it. All FaZe here on the point. They retake it. And C9 actually a little bit of a loss for how to get in on this right now. I think Sure4's got to come in from the flank, but the rest of them just trying to figure out how to go in.
Mendo does a Death Blossom. There isn't quite an Ana boost, but Kai closing on the Graviton Surge. Factor Fiction has a lot of work ahead of him. Could be big here with the Earth Shatter. He gets caught by one, and Mendo could be spinning in momentarily. No, he's going to have to back off for now. Healed up by his supports, kept alive. Can he turn this? Death Blossom raging wildly. He gets one. How much more can he find?
He's going to look to find a little bit more. Just gives Forsaken the people's elbow, coming right in. But his team dying all around him. Might not be enough for Mendo, despite a few nice kills. Shadowburn holding on to that Death Blossom, doesn't even need to use it. And now, it's going to be FaZe. One big team fight away from taking it all. Surefour probably just delaying the inevitable right now. Gets taken out, ends up staggering himself. And C9 here, LD, if they come in, they might have to do this without Surefour. FaZe is remarkably well positioned right now.
It's going to come down to the wire. Mendo's not even all that close. Who can get in there first? It's Adam, desperately surging his way forward, but actually only that Reaper of Mendo is going to be able to get on the point too easily. He hangs on for dear life, but Shadowburn slamming the door as best he can, goes in with the Death Blossom, finds Rib outside the point, and will make it 1-0 so far.
Big stuff coming out from Shadowburn at the very end. And my goodness, FaZe definitely coming out to play, and Dweezy also having a pretty good game towards the middle and latter parts of that. You saw him just keeping Surefour on the back foot. Surefour was going in on him. He definitely was not giving Dweezy an easy time, but if your McCree is hitting most of his shots, it can make even the best of Tracer's life very, very miserable. But we do have some switch-ups coming in here. Surefour saying, enough of this. You want to go McCree too easy? I'll show you.
All right.
Bringing out one of his most famous characters, not his most famous nowadays.
We will see the Zen for Forsaken, but Surefour not going to get that extra little bit of help in terms of damage. Rolf will be opting to stick on the Ana, at least for now. And no, interestingly, we're not going to see the Pharah here. We won't be seeing a Roadhog either, so no real attempt to rely on the knockback aside from just the Lucio boot.
The backline is immediately bopped by Rib, so C9 already on the back foot. Mendo grabs a health pack, trying to get back into this. T9, the positioning paying off. They've backed FaZe out. They're able to bundle them onto the bridge, and despite losing some early on, they're able to bring it right back.
Yeah, Rib with, I believe, a good pin there to get that opening kill and take Shadowburn out of the picture, who is now on the Genji, looking to make things happen, poking a bit. Some chip damage initially. Does have the Zen Orb to work with and assist him. Who are they going to target here?
Quite have his Dragon Blade up yet. Gonna have to work on that a little bit longer. Wolf, lucky not to die there, was about to get charged. Was saved by Surefour's stun. Back and forth though, 4v4 here on the point. Shadowburn not gonna be able to stand the Zarya McCree pressure. C9 powered by Surefour in the back, doing a lot to stay alive. Look at the juke moves from Raucus, making Surefour spend all sorts of time taking that.
All right, well, what Zen Orb is there to try and heal that McCree up, but Kai comes in from the side, is gonna finish off quite a few with this. Now his Graviton Surge ready. They can combine this with a Deadeye. This could be an instant team wipe. However, there are two defensive support ults to counter it.
Well, if they go for the bridge, Kai might just be looking to drop them in the pit. That is a move Zarya has on this map in particular. I think they know it. You look at FaZe, they're going all through into the side room. They do not want to give Kai that opportunity for free kills, but they are going to give Kai potentially a 5-man Graviton so they don't split up soon. Here comes Thomas. His Graviton is out.
Shadowburn charging through. He wants to get that sword up, but no! Shut down by Surefour, who manages to get him. Now looking for a bit more follow-up. All kinds of support ults coming out here, desperately trying to take this fight. Cloud9 pulling ahead on the map, but it looks like the point at least being contested. I don't think they're going to grab it back, though, ZP. They committed a lot for this. Shadowburn will come back and have a sword to work with, but it's too late. There's not much left for him. He jumps in, down he goes, even further delayed with that death.
I'm just going to note, they were losing that fight anyways. Zob's about to die, but Adam, with authority, just pushes Zobs. Get out of my house! And now FaZe down to their final attempt right now. But hey, when they have the power, why not give that power to Shadowburn? Holding onto the Dragon Blade. You want him to take the final shot when your round life is on the line. See what Shadowburn does here. 98%, they got to get on the point.
Well, he will get on the point. He's a bit low as far as health goes. Whips out the blade. No, gets interrupted and attempting to do so. Does go down. Gunned down from the rear by Surefour. Again, making the plays here. Has access to the ultimate. Lets the Jedi out. Can he find a target? Juking back and forth. Raucus with the jukes. Raucus not going to get caught in the flashbang. No. It was a noble effort, but it's not going to be enough.
Surefour not wanting to play any more games with Lucio. Also, seeing Shadowburn just get bopped there towards the end. I feel like it's the equivalent of watching Michael Jordan go out there, going to hit a game-winning shot and just throws an air ball. Just absolutely ugly to watch, but a great shutdown coming out from C9. Bring this round right back.
All right, 1-1. Definitely looking like some evenly matched teams here. C9, it was a tough 1-2 defeat earlier in the winner's bracket, but already up 1-0 in the best of 3. They take this, and we have our bracket reset after that immaculate hold down the stretch on Hollywood. Can't rule anything out. Shadowburn going to be swapping over to the Reaper. You're going to see the Ana out for both teams, so mirror compositions it does look like. Aside from Surefour, now going to mix it up and actually opting for the Witz. I think he's expecting that Genji. But it's not coming, TP.
Genji is not out. It's actually Reaper that's walking through that door. And right now just looking to keep control with this tank setup here. Triple tank, see quite often. FaZe right now, they're holding back. They're not really going super into C9. Both teams being relatively tentative. C9 can lead the way now on the Winston. Factor Fiction getting slept towards the end. FaZe now getting booped and bopped around. Has C9 pierced through. It's looking like they have. Mendo getting the better of Shadowburn. And C9 starting to roll.
Yeah, and when these heroes want to run away, that's when Winston comes to introduce them to the microwave gun. Moving forward, but too easy there with the flashbang. Can he find the kill? Could be a big turnaround potentially, give them a quick access onto the point, but no, Fire Strike forces him back. He almost dies to it. Raucous will end up falling, and that is going to force them to wait quite some time. They commit the hammer, but they do so without their Ana, who's only slowly going to be rejoining this one. Shadowburn, he's not sure if he wants to fight or not. He's looking for Surefour as best he can, but Surefour swats him away, and Rip comes in and cleans up.
The tank play from Surefour has been great. Like we mentioned, he's been flexing more and more, and Rib, just to pile on, comes in with the hammer. C9 washing over FaZe, flooding them out of here, and now you take a look at this. They are still good to go, LD. Kai holding on to that Graviton. Mendo on the Death Blossom. The pain might not be over yet for FaZe. Surefour comes in from the back, just cleaving, falling through. Mendo on the other side. Death and destruction on all sides here from C9.
Shadowburn does have the Ana boost. He moves in. Can they sleep him? Can they control him? He's almost got the Death Blossom. Not quite, though. Mendo staying alive through this, and now they're going to look to find the pickoffs here. They're going to have to reset again. Shadowburn never found a Death Blossom. They went in with the Ana boost before they had the Zarya ultimate. Previously, we saw them go in when Ana had just died with the Reinhardt stun. They're not quite on the same page, ZP.
No, not at all. Shadowburn still on the Death Blossom blade. Mendo going in first, just whirlwinding into that FaZe backline. Shadowburn, he's pretty good, but he would have to work a miracle right now. He's down so many teammates, just going to get melted down by Kai. And I don't know what to tell you right now, LD. FaZe just feels disjointed as anything. They're using ultimates, not in great situations. They're split up as they go in. It's just, they feel like a different team right now, and I don't know if Hollywood is having lasting effects or what, but C9 is outplaying them in every facet of the game right now.
All right, Death Blossom ready, but there's not much setup. All it is a sound barrier. He gets vacuumed in. The Death Blossom not getting much done. They can't even touch the point. A complete sweep here, pushing it to a 2-1. Cloud9 almost got their bracket reset, ZP. The dream is alive.
The dream is super alive, and C9 probably could not be happier. And now, take a look here at C9. I doubt they're going to change much of anything. You gotta like what they're running at here. Although they are putting Surefour on this Roadhog. So he's not going to be on Tracer this time here in the Garden.
Message mode 2, please.
The Night Market, I should say.
All right, that is interesting, actually.
Meanwhile, Shadowburn going to be here on the Reaper. Too easy on the Hog. So Too easy was McCree last time, so we are seeing quite a bit of swap-ups coming in here.
I mean, you mentioned a team that is known for boomer bust play, really hot performances, then getting really cold if things don't go their way, and this is not a swap bait. Sometimes a sign that your team is not on the same page about how to play it.
Absolutely, and this wouldn't be the first time Too Easy has tilted off the face of the earth and just changed hero after hero. Now, granted, his Roadhog has been very good earlier in the day, but this is a pretty wild change of hero. We saw him, look at that, Surefour pulling in Too Easy in the corner. Not a lot of hope, and yet able to live at 50 HP. Oh my goodness, Surefour though, still finding the pickoffs. And FaZe just getting right. Did Too Easy pull someone with them?
I think might have been booped off the edge there, not exactly sure, but Zombs now going to be going down as Surefour continues to find hooks. showcasing his versatility, and they will cap the point. They've got a whole hog. They have an Earth Shatter. They almost, most importantly, have the Kai ultimate. Zarya could be a difference maker.
Just be a thing. Kai holding on here. Full 100% charge, gets pulled in. Will he get out safely? There's no heals to be had. Auto grenade gonna put an end to that. But still, C9 has his back, pushing right back in. 4v4 it now. Mendo, you cannot go deeper. Is punished by Shadowburn with a shot to the back of the head, however, while that's going on. But overall, FaZe struggling to get out of here, to get anything going. C9 has been playing them, they've been controlling them, and FaZe just desperately needs to break through.
He went so deep, I almost fat fingered my way out of the games. Speaking of fat fingers, while we're at it, fight's gonna break out now. Death Blossom at the ready for Mendo. He tries to get in position, but he sees Shadowburn running in. He's got a Reaper problem to deal with, but they stun him. The counter stun comes out. It's Factor Fiction to the rescue, saving the day, plowing through Mendo, but Ribbon turn there to answer. Absolute madness on the point as Reinhardt's tool it out.
Oh my goodness, Rib still in here, still 300 HP, holding on to that hammer. Will this hammer be coming down? Has two juicy targets. Holds off, and probably good that he did. Wouldn't have had the follow through right there anyways. But now you take a look at C9. One more major team fight away from taking Lijiang Tower and resetting the bracket. FaZe is up against the wall. Do they have anything left in the tank?
Oh, they're going to power up the Reaper. He's going to slide past them. Big threat for the Death Blossom. Spinning. Mendo finding some kills, but Shadowburn able to squeak away. Not over just yet. He does bring him down, but Too Easy still alive here. Could potentially be the difference maker, or maybe it's Sure4 with the counter hook. Roadhog on Roadhog. Pig on Pig. Who's going to prevail? It is Too Easy. He wins the duel. Forces it to overtime. Whole hogging them back. They gasp for air and they hang on.
And now they must win every single last fight here, LD. But you take a look at their war chest. It is loaded and ready to go. Shadowburn, if he's feeling it right now, holding on to his Death Blossom. This is where Reaper can be so scary. Here's the Nano Boost, diving into the room. It's a party. Shadowburn brought the fireworks.
Yeah, too many. The house is blowing up. The walls are caving in. 5 dead. They commit 2 big ults there. They will have a little bit in reserve, but the good news is Cloud9 doesn't have much right now, ZP. I'm not sure they can easily punish this.
No, not at all. C9 got very little from that. It was a great punish coming in from FaZe. Didn't give C9 a lot to work with. There's even still a sound barrier up here for FaZe, so it's going to be Sure4 off on hero mode, off on a quest. It's an adventure.
And at the end lurks a Reaper who's not very happy about the idea of you touching his point.
Probably not. He's very territorial. But here we go. Moving in, Factor Fiction holding on to that Earth Shatter. He's been huge earlier in the day. He's measuring C9, looking for his opportunity. Fighting against Rib in mind games. Earth Shatter gonna come down first though from C9, and here they come.
Big Earth Shatter. Now the charge out. Factor Fiction looking for the opening, but the counter. Death Blossom coming through. Does take out Factor Fiction. If he could deal with Shadowburn, he might just be able to snowball this fight, but Sure4 there as well. Helping out Mendo, recapping the point. It's getting closer, ZP. Only one man remains right now, and Zom's running back. It's too late.
Will anyone be able to touch a point? It's not looking like it, and there it is. It's gonna be Cloud9 coming right back. They have reset this bracket.
Oh, what a clutch showdown here. And now, maybe the favorites start to be Cloud9. I believe we have a new draft, though. Do we see any change-ups as far as the ban?
I think from what we saw here, I'm not entirely sure FaZe wants to go after control, even though they're really in control on it. We'll have to see. I mean, it's going to be telling as to what they take out here. If we see Lijiang go down, see Ilios and those maps go down, I think it'll show that they don't want to come back, or maybe they could just get rid of Hollywood. I think they should get rid of Hollywood just because it is one of C9's stronger maps. I'm surprised it got through the first time around.
All right, Cloud9, they take it, and they take it in style. It was not as one-sided as maybe the score says, but this best of 3, now a 2-0 victory, going the way of Cloud9, which means we go to the final deciding best of 3. Both teams have lost 1 series to each other. Cloud9 holding the slight edge, 4-3 overall in terms of maps, but that doesn't matter. It's 1BO3 to decide it. We'll do another draft, I believe, and then we're going to come back for the final set. I'll ask our admin, are we going to have a break, or do we just continue on with the last series? Not sure if the teams are expecting one. The moment of truth. I'm not sure if he's listening. Hey, Blaze. That's anticlimactic. Well, everyone stay to the lobby. We are going to have a new draft here. So, guys, we'll take at least like a 1-minute break just to make sure the teams are ready to draft. And then as soon as that draft begins, we will be right back. Stick around. You're watching the Route 66 Overwatch Cup. Don't go anywhere.